Sometimes people think losing a job means losing your worth. But what if I told you my story proves the opposite? Hello, friends. My name is Claire Dawson. I'm 27 years old, and I live in Denver, Colorado. For most of my marriage, people called me a jobless wife. And they said it like it was a weakness, like it made me less than everyone else. I married my husband Ryan Dawson when I was just 23, and at the time he had a stable job in finance, while I had just finished college, but decided to focus on building our new life together instead of rushing into a career. At first, it felt right. I decorated our little apartment, cooked meals, and supported Ryan in every way I could. But slowly, whispers from relatives and comments from friends began to sting. So Claire, when will you start working? Or must be nice living off your husband? Every word felt like a reminder that in their eyes, I wasn't enough. I wasn't lazy. I applied for jobs, I went to interviews, but rejection emails filled my inbox more than opportunities ever did. And each no pushed me deeper into a place of doubt where I questioned if maybe I really was useless. Ryan tried to encourage me, telling me my time would come, that I was more than my paycheck. But when you hear the world measuring your worth in salaries, it's hard not to believe them. Things got worse when Ryan's company downsized and he lost his job. Suddenly the man who had always been our provider was home, defeated and worried. Bills piled up, savings thinned. And I remember sitting at the kitchen table one night staring at numbers on paper and thinking, we're not going to make it. That was the night everything changed. Not because a miracle job offer came, but because I decided to stop waiting for the world to validate me and start creating my own chance. I had always loved baking, cakes, cookies, pies. So I pulled out my grandmother's old recipe book and began baking in our tiny kitchen, posting pictures on social media and offering to sell them locally. At first, it was just neighbors ordering a few cupcakes, but word spread quickly. And within months I was running a small home bakery business that brought in enough money to not only keep us afloat, but also restore the confidence I thought I had lost forever. The same people who once called me jobless wife were now asking, Claire, how do you do it? And for the first time, I didn't feel shame, I felt pride. Ryan eventually found another job, but this time we were equals. Not because of money, but because we had walked through fire together and found strength in unexpected places. Looking back, I realized being jobless didn't make me worthless. It made me resourceful. It forced me to dig into passions I didn't even know could change my life. And now, when I tell people my story, I tell them this. Never measure someone's value by their paycheck, because sometimes the person you underestimate is the one who will rise when everything else falls. So if you've ever felt overlooked, doubted, or judged for not fitting into society's idea of enough, remember my story and hold your head high, because your worth is not defined by a job title. It's defined by the strength you find when life knocks you down.